So let's just hope we are okay. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Morris E. Days in the building. Hello, young man.
Hey, Simon, how you doing?
Man, I love doing that. First of all, it's good to see you, brother. How you doing?
I'm doing great, man. How you doing?
Yeah, pretty good, man. Glad to see you. Now, everybody, well, we was having, I'm gonna keep it professional. We was having technical difficulties, but right now, I guess it seems like we okay. There was a young lady who texted in the chat room earlier, and she said, Bobby, when is Morris Day coming to New York? And I said, that's the reason why we got him on the show. So he tell us when he's coming to New York, and I'm gonna say it. Morris, I'm psychic. Let me see. Will you be in New York July 23rd?
I think you're right, man. You
There it is.
You got another career, you know.
I knew I was right somehow. Listen, man, we are so glad that you come in New York. We've been waiting a long time for you to show up in New York City, man. When was the last time you've been this way?
It's been a minute, man. You know, I would have to look back at the calendar, but it's been a minute, so we long overdue.
Yes, man. Yes, and now that everything seems to be, the smoke seems to be clearing just a little bit. Okay, we just lost Morris. Did we lose Morris? Okay, we lost Morris. I think, y'all. I think we have. Okay, there we go. We got him back. We got him back. Let me explain something to y'all. Let me explain something to the audience real quick. That's how cool this brother is. He done went in the dark and said, I'm going to bring back the light. We got him back. Listen, before we even talk about, because it's going to be a great show, because you're on the bill with other great guests from Cameo to the Dad's Band, SOS Band, but it's Morris Day and the time. And please forgive me. You could be angry at me if you want to, but I still like saying Morris Day and the time. Anybody got a problem with that?
Yeah, right. We can deal with them.
Okay, yeah, there it is. That's what I'm talking about. We just deal with them. So I'm saying Morris Day and the time. I'm still saying that because you still have someone like Monty Moore who's still a part of your set, and Jelly Bean is still a part of your set. So this is still that band. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we're going to look forward to seeing all those cats. But first of all, we also know that you have a new song that you're about to release, man, and we can't wait for it, man, which is who's featured on it is Big Daddy Kane, one of my greatest friends, and it's called I'm a Grown Man. Tell us a little bit about this song, Morris.
Well, it's just about, we were sitting down and wanted to come up with something to kind of, explain where I'm at in life right now. And, I'm a grown-ass man. So, we came up with that concept and put it down. And, grown men do things a little different. We roll different. And
right.
That's what it's all about, man. It's all about, being in control of your destiny, financing your destiny, taking care of business, and doing shit the way it's supposed to be done.
That's right, exactly. Now how did the idea of you, because y'all two smooth brothers, how did you and Big Daddy Kane was able to come together and collaborate on this great project?
Well, you just hit it on the head right there. Two smooth brothers, old school brothers, definitely earned the title as grown men.
Right.
So, when Big Daddy Kane's, and I've been knowing him for.
Okay, we lost Morris again, y'all, but don't worry about it. He's a smooth brother. There we go.
There it is. We're from the same place, so it was easy. It was easy call.
Right, great. Well, I know I've heard the song already, so I know it's a great song. And I know the audience is looking forward to it. I know we have a young lady who's a huge. When I say huge, I'm talking about a huge fan of yours in the band. She goes by the name of Amita, and she says, Bobby, when are you going to get Morris back on the show again? I said, well, we're working on it now because he has something new coming out, and we need to know about it. I said, well, Amita, he's coming on because he's coming to New York, and he's going to bring all that flavor to us here in New York City. When you come to New York, what should we expect out of a Morris Day and the Time show?
Well, you can expect what it always is. We're going to come in with the pimp suits. We're going to come in cool. We're going to rip it up. We're going to do what we do, and it's always the same, but different. Ain't nothing changed but the date. That's what.
Right, exactly. And, speaking of that, I mean, you coined the whole "what time is it"? How do you feel about what was the rapper? I think it was not Lizzo. It was another Megan. Was it Megan? One of them. In their song, they use your "what time is it" in their song, in a rap song. How do you feel the way that the rappers today are gravitating to the old school artists as yourself?
Well, I think it's a wise thing to do. I think, a lot of the old school artists have done so much to pave the way, and it's kind of proven what works and what doesn't, and certain things work. I'm saying what time, what time it is. We know it works, so why not use it?
Exactly. Man, I swear to you that just knowing that you are still around giving us great vibes and stuff, and that we definitely appreciate coming from you. Now, what that means, Morris, that means somebody's on the phone. Hold on for a second. Hello.
Okay.
Can you hear Morris?
I can't hear.
Okay, Morris can't hear you. Hold on for a second, okay? Hold on for a second, because he can't hear you. All right, we was taking phone calls. That's probably one of the other technical difficulties. We had people who was calling, wanted to talk to you. But real quick, because we know Morris got a lot to do. I want to get as much information as I can before we let him go. Because actually, you're currently on the road right now. What is your next city? Because we got people watching all over that watch this program.
Yeah, we're about to hit Nashville.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Nashville. Yeah. What is Nashville? Is Nashville ready for you though?
I hope they are, because we're gonna be there.
The reason why I say this, man, hold on for a second. Okay, until we get the problem fixed, phone callers, please, let's just hold on to phone calls for now. I know you want to speak to Morris Day. If anything, you want to ask him a question, you can just go on to social media, and I'll make sure I'll ask the question for Morris. Because right now we're having problems, technical difficulties with the phone, and I want to try to get as much as I can in with Morris as possible. So please forgive me and forgive Morris. Actually, Morris, someone does want to ask you a question. So Nikki D is saying, "Oh my God, Morris, you is looking good." Tell us about why Morris still looks so good at this. I mean, you still look like a rerun, man.
You know what? I appreciate that. You know what? I attribute that to good living, man. Live a good life, and take somewhat. I ain't gonna say I take great care of myself, but I take good care. So,
right.
You gotta take care,
Right.
You gotta know when the party's over.
Yeah, well, right now we know the party is not over for you. We definitely know that. So, actually, here's the thing, though. What I want to ask you too, man, is when can we expect? So I know you've been doing singles. The last time me and you spoke, you was doing "Cooler Than a Santa Claus." Is when I talked to you about that. So now, when are we going to expect a Morris Day full album, or are you still testing the waters with singles?
Oh, the water has been tested. We're gonna drop a full one. We're just going through the prelims and getting a few teasers out there. Let them know, let everybody know where we're coming from, and then coming with the full project. I would say within another 2 to 3 months.
Right. Okay. Well, cool. We definitely gonna be looking forward to that. Let me tell again. I swear, Morris. I swear, man. The people. This is an exciting show, and they calling for you. But I want to let everybody know, please, just in the comments, just make a comment, because we're having problems with the phone line. And Morris, as soon as they heard you was coming, they was like, "Yo, I want to talk to Morris. I want to talk to Morris." I'm like, "I got him, but we can't take the calls live on the air because we're having technical difficulties." So I will read your comments on the page for Morris Day. So I apologize again, and Morris is apologizing too. And they still calling Morris. I'm trying to tell them, like, we can't take. Okay, we got to shut the phone lines down, because Morris got people blowing us up in there, which is rightfully, because we've been waiting for this. So all right. So listen. So we got you coming in on the 23rd of July at the King's Theater in Brooklyn. But Morris, I gotta say this to you, man. That cannot. You gotta work on coming back to New York more than once, man. We can't have you just come in one time, flying in, and then New York, bye. We need to see you again at the Garden. We need to see you at the Sony. We need to see you here as much as we see Sheila E. We can see Morris just as much as her. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Morris bring the fire. Have you ever seen the Morris Day show? You need to see Morris Day, July 23rd. You need to see more. Someone has not seen him. You done got him mad. How you not see a Morris Day show? Morris, first of all, let me explain. New Edition got their whole style from that whole Morris. And they dress to impress, and he got the hits. Hold on, I do want to ask you this though, Morris. I'm sorry, this is me personally asking this.
Ask away, Bobby.
Will you be performing Gigolo? Is Gigolos Get Lonely too in your show?
It is.
All right, oh shoot. What y'all talking about? What y'all talking about? He has to put it in his show. He has to. Man.
It's in the show.
Oh man. You know what? I'm gonna be there front and center saying, all right, Morris, we here to see it because one, particularly and no disrespect to the first album, because the first album is fantastic, but that second album is what shot me to the moon with you guys because of songs like Gigolos Get Lonely Too, and also 7779311. Love that album, man. That second album. Third album as well, and the fourth album when you guys reunite back together again. Will we see, and I have to ask this one more time every time I talk to Morris, will we ever see the original 7, the time, back together again for one rendezvous show?
Yeah, I'm absolutely sure that will happen. It's just a when that will happen. Because listen, I'm cool with all my brothers. You know, we're cool. It's just that we have busy schedules. We all doing our own thing. But we absolutely plan on getting back together a few times. Okay. So, you know, that's in the cards. We just don't know when.
Okay. All right. Well, cool. Well, someone's in the chat room is saying, I want to know, this is Madi. Yeah. She said, I want to know, outside of Prince, Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, who is your favorite artist? Who influenced you musically? Is what Amadi is asking.
Outside of my camp.
Right. She's saying outside of Prince and Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, who is your favorite artist? Who influenced you?
Well, I have to say, as an individual, it was James Brown. You know, when I was a kid, you know, I loved everything he did. I loved everything about JB, and you know, he was just a phenomenal artist.
Right, yeah, definitely, man, and I mean, I can definitely hear it in you. I remember you telling stories about how y'all used to just, like, you know, excuse the expressions, but how y'all used to murder Prince in the show. That he was like, you know what, get these guys off this tour. And I guess that came from watching and learning the training of a James Brown, you know, with his band. At that time when you guys was on the road with Prince, and I'm sure in your head, y'all was probably saying, look, we glad this brother's bring us along, but we got to spank him. Did you know what kind of camp of musicians you had when you put this band together? Because literally, Morris, I don't think the world at that time knew how nasty y'all was, like I said, until that second album.
Yeah. You know, I don't think that we realized what we had until we really started rehearsing. I knew that we had world-class musicians, but we put the thing together and we started doing all these arrangements and we started working together and it just worked. Everything was amazing. And then we got out on the road and, you know, I always looked up to Prince because he was doing the damn thing before, you know, we got going. And I had seen him because, I don't know, it's in the book. But if you read the book, it tells you that I used to video Prince's shows before I had my own band.
Right.
So I saw him and I looked up to him as a performer. So once we got together, once he helped me put my album together and got us signed with Warner Brothers, and we got out there and we started whooping that ass every now and then, I said, we really must be doing something good because people are saying, wow, the time showed Prince up, you know. So at that point, I knew we had something special.
Right. And plus, not only that, for only those who know, you know, it was fun competition. We know that all you guys, especially you, loved Prince, loved working with him. We've heard the stories how tough he was, but then again, that's tough love as well. But then again, we also read in your book, for those who didn't read the book, if you want me to show up, send the money.
There it is.
We're not doing this again, brother. I know we friends, but send the money.
That's what time it is.
I'm telling y'all, for those who never saw Morris Day in the Time in concert, please, matter of fact, I'm going to let Morris Day do it himself. July 23rd at the King's Theater. Please tell him, Morris, where you going to be?
Hey, July 23rd, you better be there or you ain't going to find out how cool a brother can be.
That's right. Y'all better show up and show out, man. Morris, I know that you got a very busy schedule, and I want to thank you for agreeing to do this today. We just want to let everybody in New York City know and to be ready for you, man, when you get here. And they already ready because tickets is flying. And that's what I'm trying to tell my partner over here. You better go get your ticket because tickets is just about almost... Literally, Morris, like I checked, tickets is like just about almost zero.
Right,
so...
right.
Y'all, we know people coming to see Morris do the slide because that's all everybody's waiting for, Morris. Everybody's waiting for you to say chili sauce. Real quick before I let you go, how did that even come about? Is that like really a dance or you just made that up?
Hey, well, chili sauce, you know, is we smooth, we're putting the heat on and we just moving across the stage, just like that hot sauce moving through your system, brother. You're just smooth with it.
I love it, man. I'm telling you, you know, for those who didn't get the book, please read the book. It's a great story, great stories in there that Morris tell about, more about himself too, growing up and being in the music business. And how he just got involved in the music industry. And hold on for a second, we got one more chat. I've always been a Morris Daytime fan, but I didn't put a name to a face until Ice Cream Castles. That's when I went back and discovered the brilliance of Cool, The Walk, 777-9311, Get It Up, and the rest. I was hooked. I was on my 10 back then. Wow. All right. Thank you thank you for that, Marty. Well, wow, look at that. Well, Marty, hold on. Marty's from Chicago. So that's Chicago. That's someone's. Are y'all heading to Chicago anytime soon?
We'll be there.
Okay, well, Marty, when they come to Chicago, get your ass in the seats and see that, because Morris is pulling it out. But all my New York people, because we in New York City, we getting ready for Morris Day and the time. Morris, I want to thank you for devoting your time to us, man. And when the time gets right, I want to have you back again, because when we premiere the video to Grown Ass Man, all I need is 5 minutes of your time telling the back scenes of it.
You got it.
We could just bust it on them, man, because a lot of people is really excited about the fact that you and Big Daddy Kane is together on doing this record, Grown Ass Man. And I've always liked your style, man. And from one drummer to another, because I'm a drummer too, man. And that's another thing, man. You know, Morris is a badass. I don't want to play drums no more. After I saw Morris play drums, I don't want to play drums no more. Like, I'm just done. But I appreciate everything that you have done in the music industry. You've taught me well, and we've learned ourselves, and that's how we was able to move forward to do what we do. So we appreciate you. So I will see you July 23rd for a fact, brother.
Yes, my brother. I appreciate you, brother.
I will be in there. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Morris Day. Give him a big round of applause. That's right. What time is it? Time it is. Y'all better show up July 23rd at the King's Theater in Brooklyn. Morris Day and the time will be in the house. All right, Morris, we're going to get out with one of your classics. It's what made you, because you're cool, because that's what you are. You're very cool, brother. All right, y'all. Thanks a lot, Morris. We'll talk to everybody in a few minutes. Check out Morris Day and the time and Cool.
All right.